Hey guys! So I wanted to make this video because I recently had the LEEP procedure, and of course if you're watching this, obviously you are either going to have it done or are in the process of getting maybe a colposcopy or a biopsy or something like that. So you've probably Googled the crap out of the internet trying to find information because doctors don't share enough or think we're stupid and can't handle it. I don't know. But I also did some research before I had this done, and I was terrified. And I'm here to tell you that it is not that bad. It's really not. So don't Google anymore and watch this video. So basically, what happened was back in September, I had my regular pap done and it came back abnormal. So they thought that it was like some fluke or something. So they were just like, oh, just come back in 6 months and we'll do it again. So I went back, 6 months would be March. So this March, I went back and I had another pap done, and that one came back abnormal too. So what they figured was when they so they scheduled me to do a colposcopy, which is where you go to a different doctor, and which is a gynecologist, and you have them you lay down in a strip. It's pretty much exactly like a pap. And they just kind of like scrape a little bit and like look around and see if they can see any, like they spray that shit in there and see if it turns white. Um, then that's the area they're concerned about. And so they need to like remove that part. So basically, what they found after that was done was that I had a low grade something. It was low grade. So they were like, oh, well, it's no big deal, whatever. You can either like come back, you can either wait and come back later if you do another PAP, or you can freeze that area. And so I was like, pretty much want to get this taken care of now. So they scheduled me to have the biopsy, and during this whole process, my insurance was apparently not going through, so it didn't cover that um, procedure. And so when I was driving on my way to my appointment for that, I got a call and they were like, "Oh, well, we canceled that because you like it's not covered, and so we want it to be covered, so we're just gonna wait for your insurance to catch up or whatever." And I'm like, seriously? So after like another month, that was like in April, and so now it's like middle of May, and uh I finally got it rescheduled, and they actually decided to do the LEEP procedure because after they looked at my information, they saw that it had progressed from low to high while we were waiting. So they were like, oh crap, we better get in there. So they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna do the LEEP now. And I was like, the fuck is that? So I Googled it. And I should not have. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and basically what everyone was describing is totally not what happened. So the LEEP procedure went like this. I went in yesterday and to the gynecologist, and you lay down in the stirrups, and basically what they do is um, they spray like this numbing spray on you, and then and it burns really bad. It's not like super painful. I mean, I have a tattoo, so I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but it it just burned a little bit. And then they were like, okay, I'm gonna numb everything so that we can, because during the leap they like take a chunk out of it. And I know that sounds scary, but it's really not that bad because you can't feel anything. Um, they like numbed it in like three different areas. So, and that really wasn't that bad. I've heard a lot of people say that their heart races or like beats really hard. Um, and you shake. My legs were shaking a little bit, but and I could feel my heart beating hard, not fast, but hard. Obviously, it was beating already because I was like, ah, I'm my JJ. So anyway, I was laying on the table and he did three different shots, and then after he got done with that, he's like, okay, I'm gonna like poke around, and if you can feel that, like obviously tell me before I start cutting. And I was like, no, I can't feel anything. And then all of a sudden, my back just started hurting so bad. It was like a billion needles in my back. And I have no idea if I was having like some weird reaction to the medicine they gave me or what, but it was like, holy crap. And I was like, is this normal? Like, what's going on? And he's like, never heard of that. But my heart was beating hard and my back was really tingly. And I got an instant headache. It does make you super dizzy, so like after you're done, you can't stand up or else you like hit the floor. But it just makes you kind of woozy and like ugh. But then he was like, you're gonna be fine, and like the nurse was like patting me and she's like, it's okay, sweetie. And I was like, yeah, right. But that part didn't really hurt that bad except for it was tingly, so it was kind of weird. But and then he turned the machine on, and it kind of sounds like when you're at the dentist and like that little like thing is going. Um, and they hook up this tool, and basically it has like this little rod at the end. It's attached to a machine, and it pushes electricity through there, and that's what it uses to cut the skin. Um, and it has to be grounded, so there is like one sticky pad, um, like when you get shocked in those paddles, it's like the sticky part of that on one of your thighs, and then they have the other part, so it makes a complete circuit. But anyway, when he turns it on and it's like, and then I didn't feel anything. I couldn't feel a thing, and it was done in like 2 seconds. So the whole process was like a piece of cake. The only weird thing that was like scary to me was like that my back was so tingly, but no one else has been saying that happened to them. So I think I'm just a weirdo. So don't worry. It's probably not going to happen to you. Um and then after I was done, he just like cleaned it up a little bit cuz like obviously it bleeds. But yeah, it was fine, and he was like, you're probably gonna bleed a little bit today, and I didn't really even, I mean, and it's not even blood, it's like peach colored, looks kind of like pee, so don't even worry about that. And then, oh, before he was done, he like put this like peanut butter kind of consistency up in there. I think that's to like cauterize it a little bit so it doesn't keep bleeding. It worked because there's no blood. Uh, yeah. But then when it comes out, it looks like Oreo cookies. So that's gonna be kind of gross. Not really excited about that. And one time when I went to the bathroom today, there was like this paperish stuff that came out. It looked like brown paper, like the cheap crap kind you find at restaurants and stuff. Just like a little chunk of that. Not a big deal. Didn't hurt or anything. So apparently it just kind of like comes out on his own. Not a big deal. If you don't like blood, I think you'll be fine. But other than that, everything went okay. So just making this for all the people who have to do this soon or are frantically searching on information for this. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below and I will try to answer it to the best of my knowledge. My doctor was super cool during the whole thing and answered all my questions. Um, so yeah, we just wait. I wait for like 10 days until I get my results, and there should be no cancer. Yay! So yeah, leave a comment if you want, and I hope this helps. Bye.